Here is your pocket guide to U.S. cash in one breath. There are 7 banknote denominations: 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, 50, and $100, printed by the Bureau of Engraving and Printing in Washington, D.C. and Fort Worth, Texas. All notes are identical in size at 156 by 66.3 millimeters, which is why color shifts and security features matter for fast identification. The paper is a Crane & Company blend of 75% cotton and 25% linen, with tiny red and blue fibers embedded throughout the sheet. The $100 bill shows Benjamin Franklin on the front and Independence Hall on the back, and it is widely nicknamed Benjamins, Franklins, Bens, or the C-note. Roughly a third of all U.S. notes in circulation are hundreds, which makes this denomination extremely common in global cash holdings. The average lifespan of a $100 bill is about 23 years, due to lower day-to-day handling. Printing a single $100 bill typically costs about 9 cents. The $50 bill features Ulysses S. Grant on the front and the United States Capitol on the back. And people sometimes call the note a grant. 50s represent about 5% of circulating notes in volume, and the average lifespan of a 50 is around 12 years. A $50 bill costs about 6 cents to print. The $20 bill carries Andrew Jackson on the front, while the back shows the White House. Around 21% of all circulating notes are 20s, which is why cash machines and tills are full of them. A $20 bill lasts, on average, about 7.8 years before replacement. Producing a single 20 costs about 6 cents. The $10 bill honors Alexander Hamilton on the front and shows the Treasury Department on the back, and it is one of only 2 notes without a U.S. president, along with the 100. The portrait on the 10 faces to the right, which is unique among current notes. 10s account for roughly 4% of paper notes in circulation, and the average lifespan of a 10 is about 5.3 years. Printing a 10 costs about 6 cents. The $5 bill shows Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. 5s represent about 6% of circulating notes in volume. A 5 lasts about 4.7 years on average due to frequent handling, and a $5 bill costs about 5 cents to print. The $2 bill places Thomas Jefferson on the front and a detailed scene of the Declaration of Independence on the back, and it is less common in daily commerce. 2s comprise roughly 3% of pieces issued, which is why some clerks do not recognize them immediately. A $2 bill costs about 3 cents to print, making it inexpensive to produce. The $1 bill shows George Washington on the front and the national emblem with the bald eagle on the back. About 26% of all paper notes in circulation are 1s, which makes this the note you will handle most often. Common nicknames include 1, single, buck, bone, and bill. The average lifespan of a 1 is about 6.6 years because it changes hands constantly. A $1 bill typically costs about 3 cents to print. Coins exist in 6 denominations: $1, 50 cents, 25 cents, 10 cents, 5 cents, and 1 cent, and they are produced by the United States Mint in Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco, and West Point, with a famous bullion depository at Fort Knox, Kentucky. The $1 coin is gold in color because it uses a copper-brass alloy rather than real gold. Collectible silver dollars also exist, but are not common in daily change. The dollar coin measures 26.5 millimeters in diameter and 2 millimeters in thickness, which makes it slightly larger than a quarter. Motifs vary by series and include Sacagawea, various U.S. presidents, Native American contributions, and the Statue of Liberty. Mint marks on dollar coins identify origin, with P for Philadelphia, S for San Francisco, and W for West Point stamped on the coin. The 50-cent coin, known as the half dollar, is a large, silver-colored piece at 30.61 millimeters in diameter, 2.15 millimeters thick, and 11.34 grams in weight, with 150 edge reeds for grip and anti-counterfeiting. Its alloy is copper nickel-clad, and the designs show President John F. Kennedy on the front and the presidential seal on the back. Public use of half dollars is limited today, so you will see them mostly via banks or coin rolls rather than in change. The 25-cent coin, called a quarter, is 24.26 millimeters in diameter, 1.75 millimeters thick, and 5.67 grams in weight, with 119 edge reeds. The front shows George Washington, while the back frequently changes with themed series. so you will encounter many different reverse designs. A typical production cost for a quarter has been around 8 cents, which is a notable share of its face value. The 10-cent coin, called a dime, is the smallest U.S. coin at 17.91 millimeters in diameter, 1.35 millimeters thick, and 2.268 grams in weight, with 118 edge reeds. The name dime comes from the French word dime, meaning tenth, which matches its value of 1/10 of a dollar. The obverse shows Franklin D. Roosevelt with the word liberty, and the reverse combines an olive branch, a torch, and an oak branch to symbolize peace, liberty, and strength. A dime typically costs about 3 cents to mint, which is efficient relative to its value. The 5-cent coin, called a nickel, measures 21.21 millimeters in diameter, 1.95 millimeters thick, and weighs exactly 5 grams. Its composition is 25% nickel and 75% copper, which gives the coin durability and a distinctive color. The obverse shows Thomas Jefferson, and the reverse depicts his Monticello home near Charlottesville, Virginia. Minting a nickel has been known to cost around 12 cents, which can exceed its face value. The 1-cent coin, known as the penny, measures 19.05 millimeters in diameter, 1.52 millimeters in thickness, and weighs 2.5 grams. Although copper-colored, the coin is 97.5% zinc with a thin copper plating, which delivers the classic look at a lower material cost. The front shows Abraham Lincoln, and the reverse displays the Union shield with the motto, E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many, one. Producing a penny typically costs about 3 cents, which is higher than its face value. You now know exactly what every U.S. banknote and coin looks like. For deeper details, visit go.wikiusa.org/dollars. Thank you for watching, and write us in the comments a fun fact about banknotes that we didn't mention in the video.